Luxurious mansion, now it's mine. In the heart of a sprawling city, nestled at the edge of a lush green hill, there sat a mansion unlike any other. It stood like a giant, a symbol of wealth and power, with grand stone pillars that stretched toward the sky. The mansion's high, arched windows glittered under the sun, casting a mesmerizing glow across the perfectly manicured lawns. This was not just a home, it was a fortress of opulence, the type of place one could only dream of owning. Yet, for one woman, the dream was about to become a reality. Lena Moore had always believed that there was no such thing as luck. Her life had been a series of challenges, constantly fighting for what she wanted, always hustling to get ahead. Growing up in a small town, she had learned to fend for herself. Life had not been easy, but she had always held on to the belief that perseverance would eventually pay off. She worked tirelessly in her career, a top-tier real estate agent, selling properties that others only dared to look at. Her ambition knew no bounds, and her success spoke volumes about her grit and determination. But nothing could have prepared her for the opportunity that was about to come her way. One evening, while attending a gala event with colleagues, Lena overheard a conversation that would alter her life forever. A wealthy businessman, Ethan Calloway, mentioned that he was looking for someone to take over the ownership of his estate, an estate that had been in his family for generations. The mansion, a historical marvel, was located in an area so exclusive that only a select few could ever dream of owning it. Rumor had it that this mansion had its own unique charm, a sense of mystery and wonder, almost like it was alive with its stories and secrets. Ethan, however, was ready to part with it, seeing it as nothing more than an expensive piece of property he no longer wanted. The moment those words left Ethan's lips, something clicked inside Lena. This was the opportunity she had been waiting for. She immediately approached him, her heart pounding, her mind racing with possibilities. She had always loved the mansion, even before she knew it was available for sale. As a child, she had passed by it every day, marveling at its grandeur. Now the possibility of owning it was right before her eyes. Ethan, though hesitant at first, could sense the sincerity in Lena's voice. After all, she had a reputation for getting things done. But the price was astronomical, far more than any ordinary person could afford. Yet Lena was not one to shy away from a challenge. She knew she had the skills, the knowledge, and the determination to make this dream a reality. She didn't let the price tag deter her. Instead, she began crafting her strategy. For the next several weeks, Lena worked relentlessly, negotiating with lenders, securing investors, and presenting a proposal that would make even the wealthiest individuals take notice. She knew this was her shot to change her life, to prove that no dream was too big. She had to believe that the mansion was meant to be hers. With each meeting, each discussion, Lena inched closer to her goal. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of back-and-forth negotiations, Lena stood in front of Ethan, holding the keys to the mansion. It was official. The mansion was hers. As she walked through the grand front door, Lena felt a rush of emotions flood over her. The grand staircase, the marble floors, the chandelier that hung like a piece of art from the ceiling, all of it was now hers. She had worked hard for this moment, and it felt surreal. But it wasn't just the materialistic aspect of the mansion that excited her. It was the history, the legacy, and the possibilities that came with it. She could already imagine the lavish parties she would throw, the grand events, the guests she would entertain in the finest rooms of the mansion. It was a symbol of all the struggles she had overcome, all the sacrifices she had made, and the victories she had achieved. The mansion was more than just an extravagant home. It was a reflection of her journey. It stood as proof that dreams could come true, no matter how impossible they seemed. Lena's life had transformed overnight, and she knew that owning this mansion was only the beginning. With the wealth, the power, and the influence that came with it, Lena could accomplish anything. However, the mansion was not without its challenges. There were whispers in the community, rumors about the house's strange history. People spoke of the mansion's former owners, eccentric individuals who had lived there in isolation, never allowing anyone to enter. There were stories of strange occurrences, of unexplained noises and mysterious events. Yet Lena didn't let these tales deter her. She was determined to make this mansion her own in every sense of the word. She was not just going to live in it, she was going to conquer it. Over time, Lena found herself falling in love with the mansion more and more. Each room told a different story, and as she uncovered the mansion's secrets, she realized there was something magical about it. The mansion seemed to have a life of its own. She began to restore its ancient charm, adding her personal touch while preserving its historical integrity. Her success in the world of real estate had allowed her to hire the best architects and designers to help her with the renovations, ensuring that every detail was perfect. As Lena made the mansion truly hers, she found that it was more than just a home. It became a sanctuary. The walls, once filled with secrets, now echoed with laughter and joy. She held parties and gatherings, inviting the most influential people to her new home, cementing her place in the elite circle she had always dreamed of being a part of. But as time went on, Lena began to realize that owning such a luxurious mansion came with a price. The demands of maintaining such a vast estate were overwhelming. The staff, the upkeep, the security, everything required constant attention. But Lena was undeterred. She had worked hard for this, and she wasn't about to let anything slip through her fingers. In the end, the mansion became a symbol of her triumph, her journey from a small-town girl to the owner of one of the most magnificent homes in the world. It was no longer just a piece of property. It was a testament to her resilience, ambition, and unwavering belief in herself. Luxurious mansion, now it's mine, was not just the title of her story, it was the reality of her life.